Sports Dude, and as always, I'm your host, Chris Dunlap. Alright, after torching NCAA secondaries while at Toledo University, this Woodson alum was signed by the Cincinnati Bengals. Joining me right now is wide receiver Alonzo Russell. So, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining me.
No problem.
Everything going good with you?
Yeah, everything good.
That's so bad, baby. Alright, man, first off, before we get into everything, after the draft, and when you got that call that, Cincy wanted to sign you to a contract, man, and they wanted to bring you in as part of their team. And tell me, what was that moment like? Tell me how you felt, man, just the whole nine. Tell us about that.
That moment is surreal. Like, it's just a lifelong goal. Like, you never think, you do think of that moment when you know what I'm saying, Little League, when you're just running around, you start to get serious about it, then you start to think, like, I want to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
But, like, when you think that, that's probably before high school, and for you to put in 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, just to pray and, you know what I'm saying, and so much blood, sweat, and tears just to go into it, just to get that one call, to get that one glance of opportunity, like, it's just surreal, and it's like a humbling fact because, like, there's so many people that didn't get that opportunity, didn't get that chance, so I was just blessed to have that opportunity and get that call. And when they called me, I was just excited, and the craziest thing was, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was growing up, when I was here, my favorite dude was Ocho Cinco. Like,
how about
everybody
that,
knew,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, as soon as I seen Ocho Cinco, man, I went crazy, man. Child please on my cleats.
How about that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like, kiss the baby, like, I was with all that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to be a Cincinnati Bengal like he once was, like, that was a great honor for me.
Wow, man, that's awesome. It's just, because calls like that, man, like you said, everybody don't get that opportunity, and they don't come around every day.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's awesome. I know for myself, when I saw you, it got signed, and Ken Crawley, it got signed the same night. Man, we was just all across the city. Everybody was just geek, man, for real. Was so happy for you.
Bless you, man. Bless you.
Yo, so all right. So during your time last year with the Bengals, I know it was a transitional period for you, right? I'm pretty sure it was. What was that? From going from NCAA to the NFL. What was that transition like? Was it hard, easy? What was it like?
Humbling. Like, the way I look at it is like, it's like I look like going into college from high school.
Yeah.
You got to earn your stripes all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? That what you did in college, like, that don't hold no weight. Like, everybody is top whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a higher level,
Everybody.
like, you know what I'm saying? In college, the people that's top at that high school is the players that's in college, and the players that's in the NFL, the people that's the top in their college team.
Right.
Like, it's just a way of life. So, like, it was just a humbling experience because, you know what I'm saying, I was grateful to be able to learn from, you know what I'm saying, AJ Green and Brandon LaFelt, you know what I'm saying, Adam Jones took me on his wing, Dre Kirkpatrick, you know what I'm saying, Carlos Dunlap, that made me feel like, wow, like, these guys see something that, you know what I'm saying, I've been trying to get the world to see my whole life, and they just embraced me as a little bro, and, you know what I'm saying, schooled me. And, you know what I'm saying, any questions I asked Brandon LaFelt, and them, they didn't hesitate, you know what I'm saying? They'd give me their opinion, and, like, it was just, like I said, it was just humbling.
Wow.
Because, you know what I'm saying, I grew up, like, AJ Green and Randy Moss are, like, guys that I try to idolize my game because my body frame and, you know what I'm saying, similar to theirs. So, you know what I'm saying, to be able to learn from AJ Green, like, that was just, like, breathtaking. And to see him do it at the level he does it, every day, game in and game out, it's not a shock when you see how he do it in practice. Like, he's not satisfied. Like, if he drop a ball, like, he's pissed at the world. Like, at the world, like, it's a shock if he dropped the ball, and he want to do it again and again and again, and, like, it's like affection to him, and, like, it kind of rubbed off on me. So, like, I was just, like I said, I was just humbled to be able to be around them great type of guys and learn from them.
And it was like a mindset type of change for you guys.
Oh, it's definitely a mindset, you know what I'm saying? You have to have the mindset that you don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? That's hard for some people, you know what I'm saying, to understand that you don't know it all, and that these people that been in the league, you want to kind of take their spot, you want to own your own name, but at the same time, they there for a reason. Guys like Brandon LaFelt don't win the Super Bowl accidentally. You know what I'm saying? He was on year, 8 when I was, you know what I'm saying? He's on year 8, year 9 right now, like, that don't happen accidentally. Like, it's something that he's doing in his daily routine, you know what I'm saying, and it works. So, you know what I'm saying, and that was my thing when I first got there. It wasn't about, you know what I'm saying, learning what the guys that I came in with, what they were learning. I wanted to know what the old heads was doing. Like, how they treated their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, how they make sure they take 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying, after practice to make sure they take care of their body for ready for tomorrow.
Because the best way to learn is learn from somebody who
exactly
did it, who's already doing it.
Exactly. But like a younger guy, like, you know what I'm saying, I definitely was one of those guys that I ain't think nothing of it. Like after workouts, like it was done. You know what I'm saying? I did my work for the day. Nah, it's not done. You know what I'm saying? You got to replenish your body. You got to do this to your body to get that same performance you want from it the next day. And if you're not willing to put in that sacrifice and put in that time, like you won't stay around long.
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned, you know what I'm saying, from those type of guys, and I'm grateful for that.
That's awesome. So all y'all young guys out there, I hope y'all taking notes right now, because that's real good advice. That's real good advice right there. All right, so a lot of players, you know, especially coming from, like you said, coming from NCAA to the NFL, a lot of guys say the speed of the game is really something that they have to get used to. It really changes. The game speeds up a lot. What can you attest to that? Was the speed of the game as faster than the college game, as people say? Tell us about it.
Speed of the game, yeah. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's not normal. You see DNs running for, you know what I'm saying, 4.8s and 4.7s, and you know what I'm saying, you catching the screen and you have had an end right in your face, and, you know what I'm saying, in college you might have been 2 steps away, but them 2 steps mean something in the game. So, you know what I'm saying, the adjustment of the speed was definitely something, but the mental aspect was something that was even more, to where as though it's like, it's little tendencies, and that's what I learned from Adam Pac-Man Jones, that little tendencies can give that person that upper edge. It ain't always about speed. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I will run a route, and if Pac-Man jump it, I'm gonna ask him why. Right. And he'll tell me, honest to God, Zoe, you raised up a little bit. So you did this. So you did that. This was a giveaway. That was a giveaway. Whatever it might be, he'll be honest and tell me that. And you know what I'm saying, when you understand stuff like that, yes, it's speed, but at the same time, it's about maturing and mastering your craft. And that's kind of what it is more in the NFL as far as speed. Like, everybody has speed, but the people that are dedicated to that craft. Right. And, you know what I'm saying, want to be better and do the film and critique themselves to the highest level. Like, those are the guys that are around. Those are the guys that are in the NFL. People trying to perfect their craft, because at the NFL level, it's a job. Yeah. Like, in college, it's just like something you love to do, which is cool. But the NFL, it's a job, and it's, you know what I'm saying. And I was taught by, you know what I'm saying, guys like Brandon LaFell and AJ Green and Pac-Man Jones and all those guys, that this is the way you feed your family. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you start looking at it that way, like, these are grown men trying to feed their family. Yeah. This is their job title. This is not games.
Yeah, it's just not something that we're doing.
It's not something that we're just picking up and doing, and tomorrow we might take a 2-day. Nah, people are really crafting at this every day in every way, trying to be better than the next person.
Because it's literally your career. People take that word career, especially thinking about football, so lightly, but it's literally a career, just like somebody has a career in being a doctor. It's literally your career.
It's the same thing.
That brings me to my next question. Being an NFL player presents another aspect to the game of football, the business side. Mm-hmm. The business side. How did you navigate, the business side of the NFL, the business side of football, during your time with the Cincinnati Bengals?
Like I said, I'm still learning, always taking advice, always willing to take advice, but at the same time, like I said, like asking the older guys, like. I was taught by, Greg Fuller, our head coach here, that the greatest quote I ever took from him was, you got one mouth and you got 2 ears for a reason. And that's for you to listen more than you talk.
Yes.
And that's real, and because that's my mindset when I went to the NFL. It was, listen, understand why people do things. Like, understand it. And you know what I'm saying? Another coach I had, Nate Cole, when I was in Toledo, he told me you have to know the system to beat the system.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want to be successful in the NFL, you got to understand why the NFL is what it is. Like, why do it work the way it works? Why do the people that's successful in the NFL, why are they successful? What are they doing that's so special, that's so different from other people
that they can stay around for 15
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? Things like that help me with the business standpoint. Because, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't too powerful to ask,
right,
yo, what about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got to college, you don't have to do no taxes or nothing like that.
Right.
Now I'm in the field, I got to file taxes. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting around wondering, like, taxes, like, what taxes? Like, what do we put on my taxes? Like, I don't know. So what I did was, you know what I'm saying, swallow my pride, took it to the side, and asked Brandon LaFell, like, yo, as far as taxes-wise, like, what's up? Asked AJ Green, yeah, school me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Like, a lot of people are too prideful to be schooled by other men.
Pride comes before a fall.
Pride, exactly. Pride is our greatest gift, and it's also our greatest curse. Because you can be too prideful and you can not have enough pride in what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? But I didn't have that pride when it came to understanding the knowledge of how things work. So when it came to the business stuff, I asked older people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys like and once you get in the NFL locker room, you understand guys are different levels of their career. Some guys are just getting in and just focusing on money. Some guys already got the money and focusing on businesses. Some dudes, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get a few checks and then go open up their own business. Like, there's a lot of different aspects and a lot of different mindsets, but you have to understand, like I said, understand what's going on and why is it going on to accomplish something in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and speaking of that pride and humbling yourself aspect, that leads me, again, you lead me to my next question. So you played at all three levels of football. You know, you spoke about your time here under Fuller at HB Woodson, up at Toledo, and of course your time in the NFL. Man, what advice do you have? And that the thing about humbling yourself is a real good start. What's some advice for any young high school cats who are seeing you, man? You're working out, you're in the league, and balling out at Toledo. What advice do you have for any young guys?
Number one, when I was at Woodson, there was a lot of people that didn't believe in me, didn't think I was going to accomplish what I was going to accomplish. But at the same time, I believed in myself. And I wasn't afraid to put the work in by myself. So don't be afraid to not be cool, not fit in, and to chase your dream to the fullest, because that's what I did, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, people liked me around the city, and it was cool, but I didn't care if you really liked me. I was just trying to do what I had to do, because at my time, I was trying to do something for my mom, to take care of my mom in her situation, which was my situation. So it was bigger than football. So like you know what I'm saying, people follow people that have different backgrounds than you have. And that's something you will learn when I went to college. That me coming from a Section 8 environment, my mentality is different. Like, some people are better off than I was. That don't mean they better than me, but they were better off than I was. So their mindset is different. You know what I'm saying? They might be focused on, like, what type of degree they're going to get and what type of job they're going to start off with money, Me, I'm trying to manage, you know what I'm saying, every week eating.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because my first year in Toledo, like, I had to pay for my own schooling.
You're kidding.
I had to pay for my own schooling. I had to work. I had to work a job. I took out trash. You know what I'm saying? Fire extinguishers, like signing packages. Like, I was a regular average dude, and like I said, that's what kind of humbled me. Whereas though I'm just like, y'all don't even know. Like, y'all don't know. To you. Nothing was never handed to me, and at the fact that that's what I want to tell all the young people out there, that don't wait for something to be handed to you. Like, if it's handed to you, it'll be easily snatched away from you. But when you work for it, can't nobody take that from you. Because you know how to craft it. You know how to mold yourself into what you need to be. You just got to be willing to, and be dedicated to put that time in. And not to allow other people to influence you to do something that they want you to do and not what you need to be doing for yourself.
Wow, man. That's awesome, man. God dang, you just told me. You just inspired me a whole lot with that, my friend. God dang. Like I said, I hope you guys are seriously taking notes, listening, and really taking this stuff in, because, like he said, like Alonzo said, learn from people who have done it, because, like he said, guys like Brandon LaFell, the guys that he's been able to learn from in the league, they're there for a reason. So I really hope you guys are taking advice. That's the whole point of this show, that you guys can get this advice and take it and put it to use in your own life.
Hold up, let me stop you. If I could tell you one joke.
Yes.
So, I was in Cincinnati. Just an average day of practice. Ran a route. AJ Green, he supposed to ran it in 15. AJ Green ran it in 14. So when I ran the route, ran it in 14. Since the coach said, "Zo, you supposed to run it in 15. Why you running in 14?" I said, "AJ did it." He said, "AJ jump off the mountain. You gonna jump with him?" I said, "He's 7 for 7 in the Pro Bowl. I'm gonna jump off with him."
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he thought about it and laughed and was like, "I get you."
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Like he's 7 for 7 for a reason. He's perfect. Like you know what I'm saying? Not imperfect in the way, but he's 7 for 7. That means a lot.
He's doing something.
He's doing something right.
Like you don't, especially in a Pro Bowl, you don't go 7 for 7.
Exactly.
As a receiver in Pro Bowls for
no reason.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So like that's how detailed I was in the following somebody that I thought was great.
That's awesome. God damn. I like that. That's a good joke too. I like that. All right, but Zo, man, I appreciate you for joining.
No problem,
me,
man.
Appreciate you so much. Pleasure. Yo, man, we praying for, definitely be praying for you. I know myself, as well as my team, and as well as all the DC, man. We're praying for the next opportunity for you, man.
Hopefully it's coming soon, man.
Yeah. We believe in God for that, man. For real, we're gonna keep it pushing. But before we go, yo, I want you to look right there in that camera. For anybody who wants maybe some advice from you, or maybe just want to keep up with your journey, man, give out shout out to social medias and all that. How people keep up with you.
My social media is Alonzo J Russell. It's on Twitter. It's on IG. Snapchat as well. It's all the same. Alonzo J Russell. You can follow me on there. That's my story, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about the social media. Don't get too excited about social media.
Right.
Like, social media is not real life. People take it a little too personal. At the end of the day, man, you still got to wake up and go to work.
Yeah.
And you can't always work with your phone in your hand, man.
Nah, don't work that way. How it's gonna look.
Yeah.
That don't even look right there.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, appreciate you for
No problem, man.
Yo, man, that's it for this episode of That Sports Dude, man. So make sure y'all tune in next week for another episode, another great episode, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this season, because I'm telling you, it's big time. I'm your host, Chris Dunlap. Peace.